Hey, what's going on? You know who it is, you know what it is. All right, you guys, man, just got off of work, man. Just did 13 fucking hours, man, 4 p.m. to 5 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Getting this money. But anyway, man, all right, man, I want to give my opinion on some shit that I saw yesterday, man. I'm sure you guys saw me on Uncut, with Ticket TV, the homie. Then you saw my other brother's video, the one LBZ, and then you saw my homeboy Coach Shelton Harrison's video on Johnny Manziel, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is my honest assessment of ESPN, man. And First Take, I didn't had enough of them, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. First Take should be taken off the air. It's a bogus ass show. It's selective journalism at its finest. It's just a crock of shit. You can't be selective on what you talk about. You want to talk about one subject and then evade the other, man. It doesn't work like that, man. And for ESPN to blatantly be biased and show racism and favoritism towards certain athletes, man, it just cannot fly. You know, I really think that we should call and campaign to get that show taken off the air. I think First Take need to be removed. I just didn't had it with them and they bullshit. And Stephen A. Smith is just a straight up sucker, man. I mean, this dude is a Uncle Tom to the fifth power. And I'm gonna tell you something. And this is real talk. I'll put this on everything I love, man. I expect Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith to be in Oakland in June, like for the NBA Finals, when the Golden State Warriors are probably about to sweep Cleveland or whoever they play, most likely. I expect them to do one of their remotes from Oakland, and I swear on everything I love, I'm gonna get up early in the morning. I swear if I have to leave work early, I swear I'm gonna be the first motherfucker wherever they do a remote at. And when I see Stephen A. Smith, I'm gonna throw a bag of Oreo cookies at that nigga. I'll put that on everything, man. He the type of motherfucker you, like Ticket said, you want to spit in that motherfucker's face, man. He a piece of shit. He a sucker ass nigga, man, and he an embarrassment to the black community, man. You know, it's just shameful how he acts. And then this dude try to act like he stand up for the black man. That motherfucker don't give a fuck about the black man. All he give a fuck about is that $2 to $3 million he make per year. That's the only fucking thing he give a fuck about. For them to sit up there and blatantly ignore that Johnny Manziel story is just a travesty. It's disrespectful to the fans. It's disrespectful to black people in general. Because this motherfucker, he quick to call for a black dude to get fired. Case in being, Lovey Smith. He quick to call for a nigga to lose his job. He quick to call, you know what I'm saying? But Johnny Manziel, a spoiled, rich, white punk, he can do whatever the fuck he want to do and pretty much get away with it. This dude is exercising white privilege at its finest. And it's sickening. It's sickening to see them doing this shit. And y'all need to call. Whoever listening to this fucking video, call. If I'm not mistaken, the number is 888-549-ESPN. Call that number and complain. Straight up. Don't have that attitude, well, if I call, ain't nothing gonna get done. I'll give you proof that shit'll get done. Because first of all, when Raven-Symoné said that stupid shit about she wouldn't hire black people with so-called ghetto names, I led the charge. I was calling ESPN. Me, Ticket, Coach, we was on their helmets about that bullshit. We all called. We called the ABC. And that bitch came with that little half-ass apology, but they still made her ass apologize. Y'all got to stop thinking that we don't have no power. Because remember this, black people are the biggest consumers in the United States. Funny thing is, we supposed to be the poorest. Like I said, we make everybody else rich except us. They say we spend $1 trillion. on just random shit, amongst other, communities, the white community, the Hispanic community, the Asian community, the Indian community, the Arab community. We make everybody rich except us. So, you know what I'm saying? We got power. We start threatening ESPN to go after their sponsors and not spend money with their sponsors. I'm telling you, shit gonna get done, man. Don't think for a second that they don't be listening, because I'm gonna tell you something. Me, Ticket, and Coach, we was calling when that Ronda Rousey shit jumped off, and that bitch got put on the liquid diet by Holly Holm. When they tried to ignore that story, you see when they kept getting them fucking phone calls, they finally talked about that shit. They talked about it a week later, but still, they talked about it. Y'all gotta stop thinking that y'all ain't got no pull, man. We got pull, man. We can't have that mentality. Oh, man, who cares? They ain't gonna do nothing. No way. They don't care what we think. Like I say, you complain, you call enough, they have to listen. And I done had enough of this shit. I can't take it no more with Stephen A. Smith and this fool Skip Bayless or Skip Clueless. They sound like a bunch of damn fools. I mean, they just sound idiotic. Have you guys ever really listened to that show and really listened to them dudes talk and see how full of shit they really are? You cannot take either one of them two motherfuckers seriously, because they're a joke, and that show is a joke. And I think to a certain degree, they know it's a joke. This shit is scripted, man, like a reality show. That's pretty much what it is a fucking sports reality show. It's complete bullshit. You know how you heard shows like First Take? Don't watch the shit. I don't watch the shit. Because see, when the ratings go down, then guess what? Motherfuckers don't have no jobs. But I guess the ratings are good enough to where they stay afloat. But when you start calling and when you start boycotting, you know what I'm saying? People have to listen. And fuck talking to that, whatever that guy's name is, and to the chick that say, oh, they gonna pass it on. You ask to speak to a manager. You say, can I speak to your boss? That's what you do. Because this shit just cannot continue. How long as black people we gonna let ESPN disrespect us? And just because they got Stephen A. Smith, aka Stephen A. Snitch, aka Stephen A. Figurehead, because that's what the fuck he is. He's a smokescreen. That ABC set / Disney try to throw at us to make it look like, oh, they're fair. No, they're not fair. Like I said, do not be fooled by Stephen A. Sellout. That dude is horrible. I can't believe what then became of him, these last few years. But as they say, as the checks get bigger, you know what I'm saying? Your dignity gets smaller. That man don't have no self-respect. And I'm serious, man. So I'm asking y'all, man, if y'all didn't listen to Ticket's video, if y'all didn't listen to the one LBZ, if y'all didn't listen to Coach Shelton Harrison, y'all call, man. All of y'all, deal. If you listening to this call, deal. We got to stop this shit, man. We can't keep letting white people get away with this shit. Look, ESPN is ran by white people, man. Let's just cut the shit. Okay? Just because they have a couple of black faces on these shows, we know what time it is. We got to stop this shit, man. We cannot allow ourselves to be disrespected anymore, man. I mean, in any form, man. No more of this bullshit, man. We got to start speaking up, man. This real talk, man. I'm serious, man. I cannot deal with this bullshit anymore, man. How long is we gonna be cowards, man? How long we gonna be fucking scared, man, to speak up? I mean, if you got niggas that's scared and have a problem with us speaking up, man, fuck them. If you got white people that got a problem with us calling, saying that we can play the fuck y'all too. Fuck you coons and fuck you racists. Cause I don't give a fuck what none of you motherfuckers think. I'ma stay on these motherfuckers' helmets. Real talk. And I advise the people that care to do the same. We can't, I'm serious, man. Enough is enough, man. That show is despicable, man. That show need to be taken off the air, man. It's a disgrace. I'm out.